Welcome, welcome. Sorry, guys, I'm a little bit late. It's actually only 7:03, so it's not that bad. I was thinking it's kind of not polite to be late, guys, but with me it's normal, guys. It's kind of how everything goes. You cannot do everything on certain time, guys. You have to change. See, the life, guys, is about changes, constant changes. So today, I would like to welcome you all the lurkers, all people who eventually will watch the live with the bad sound quality and video quality on my 4G old phone. Unfortunately, guys, currently I cannot afford faster phone, guys. So you have to do with what you got, guys. Think about it that way. Back in the 70s, even before that, people did not have a phone. I mean, smartphone. People didn't have the opportunity, guys, to do lives on different applications. People didn't have opportunity to do anything. So you gotta use what you have, guys. So you have to be blessed with things that God has provided for you, like a miracle. But you can afford things. For me, it's always like this, guys. You have to pray and be blessed to have what you have. So anyway, welcome everybody to the cardio USPS rates increases. Upcoming USPS rates increases live, guys. Something that's very important in the community of resellers right now. Guys, I want you to see the forest actually. Hold on. The forest is very important for you to see. Yeah, there we go. Finally. Now we're doing the right thing, guys. So welcome everyone to the USPS upcoming rates increase cardio live. That's why, guys, it's kind of what's very important, because I'm working on a video also right now that will include all the proper information. The fear of USPS rates going up. I've been watching some content lately. Of course, there is a lot of fear. Some people pooping their pants already, guys, and some content creators. I saw some videos. Some content creators, guys, are shaking in their boots, shaking in their shoes. It's very important to mention. That's what do we live for, guys, every day? We live for creating content that is very interesting, right? But, USPS, eBay, all other platforms. I'm actually working on a video right now about Ryan Cohen also. It's going to be interesting. The thumbnail. Should see that one, guys, coming soon. Ryan Cohen also will be represented on my channel, guys. It's very important. Even though Ryan Cohen will not, of course, make an appearance, but in the thumbnail he will make an appearance, guys, because we cannot, miss out on talking about Ryan Cohen in the video, because, everyone does nowadays. So we have to follow the example of doing what we're blessed to do. So anyway, you guys have heard on different lives, videos, that there's gonna be a rates increase by USPS. And also another very important topic that everyone is currently talking about is, of course, the 2 pound boxes. I mean, 2 pound packages, 2 pound or heavier packages. Guys, if I forget any words in English, I apologize. Normal. English is my second language. Imagine yourself living in another country and learning the language, guys. So don't be critical about this, guys, because there are some people who like to criticize, not thinking about themselves, another person. I don't like those types of people. You know, if they're criticizing someone about something, appearances, language, it doesn't make them strong person. It makes them very weak. So guys, oh look guys, there was a frog. We finally stumbled upon a froggy. This froggy guys, froggy flips. Guys, froggy flips in the house. Look at this. Froggy is like trying to learn something about USPS. Froggy, what do you think about USPS increasing the rates? You know, Froggy, tell us. Tell us your opinion to the audience. What do you think about all this crap? Do you agree with that? Or you wanna just be left alone and tell me like, get the hell out of here, I wanna just chill out. I'm afraid of you, just get the heck out. If Froggy did not like my speech currently, she or he is running away, trying to hide in the forest, guys. As you can see from my thumbnail for today, a lot of animals were trying to impress me today in the morning when I did my cardio in the morning here. They were trying to impress me with their like lifting weights and stuff like this. So because they see me now constantly, and guys, I can tell you this cardio workouts work out really good. I lost 30 pounds, guys, which is great because one of the things which helps you lose weight is doing a lot of cardio and other exercises. Another part is not eating. So the eating part, guys, is actually very important. We can get to it later. It's more important because it concerns everyone's health. It's not about your USPS rates, your USPS 2-pound boxes, any type of reselling. This is more important, guys. Believe me, health is more important than money. I've been telling you guys forever already that taking care of your health is much more important than all of the reselling content altogether in this world. Believe me, guys, it's actually true. Ask any doctor. They will tell you that health is more important than any type of stuff that you do, pretty much, except your family. So I can tell you guys, the progress has been made. I lost 30 pounds. It was very good, guys. I was very impressed on how fast I was able to do it with my hard work and dedication to cardio and eating properly, not eating sweet stuff. I completely gave up on sweet stuff, guys, meaning no more cheesecakes, no more cookies. If I get to garage sale and someone tells me if I want to buy a chocolate chip cookie, I will say, hell no. Do you know how many calories? I will tell the kids, do you know how many calories are you trying to eat in that chocolate chip cookie? There is like over 500 calories in that crap. So I don't know, thank you guys. After watching certain channel, guys, which I will actually introduce on my next video on YouTube, the guy gets more views than all big content creators from reselling world combined about health, about fitness, about cardio. That's very good channel. I like the stuff and how he eats and how he takes care of, you know, of his body and everything. And he's much younger than me. So, you know, that's very important. So reselling, of course, is important for all of you who is listening to my unusual channel. But you know, guys, I can tell you one thing. The older you get, it's very important to take care of your health. Content creators tell you that sometimes, not all of them, but some of them do. So it's very important, guys, that you listen to content creators who actually tell you to take care of your health, which is very important. And I can tell you, after losing 30 pounds, guys, it's kind of becoming very good, like on my like overall conditioning now. Like I can jog easier, can walk easier, you know, guys, and I can go up the hills easier. Of course, you know, sometimes you have to take care of those type of stuff earlier in your 30s, your 20s. It's why, guys, a lot of people in the United States, unfortunately, which actually I learned from the channel, eat junk food. And it's not their fault. It's just because they don't have time to cook. And a lot of whoever is married, of course, if their wives are working all the time and they don't have time to cook, that's pretty much why a lot of people are going to those fast food places, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Taco Bell. Who else is very important? Hardee's, uh, Rallies. There are a lot of fast food places, guys, that are very bad for you. And, you know, not all of them actually have specific amounts of calories that you can, eat. But I tried, I will make a video where I will buy Big Mac from McDonald's and I will take out the bread, the buns, throw them away because buns are bad. They contain a lot of calories. So the only thing I will leave most likely is lettuce and tomato, and I don't like onions much. So one patty, guys. So I will not eat the other one. Maybe pickle because but pickle has salt, but I'll still maybe eat one. But see, guys, someone will tell you, well, Roman, it's not good, as you're counting calories and stuff. But guys, to each their own. Don't be critical of someone who is, doing certain things. That's why I decided I'll make a video where I'll buy Big Mac with fries and I'll throw fries away right on the ground and just smash it with my feet. I'll take it to the park, just put it in the garbage right away. Or because it's just to show in the video what kind of crap people eat, like this fries from McDonald's. It has so much salt in it that it's gonna kill your heart within like 10 seconds. Like you're gonna get exposed. But anyway, guys, I don't think anyone wants to listen about health much because people will still eat this junk food and stuff. So because they have no opportunity to cook at home sometimes, and if they have a lot of kids, it's just a lot of work, guys. So I actually understand the situation. So don't be angry at it. It's true, guys. Believe me, I know. I've seen some people who eat at freaking fast food restaurants constantly end up in a fucking hospital with like different types of issues. And so that's why, guys, when watching this guy's channel, I realized eventually how important it is to eat properly. Even though all my life, guys, and I immigrated here in '93. My mom actually was, I mean, still is an amazing cook. She would make amazing healthy meals, and you know, back in the day in the '80s, there was no fast food restaurant, thank God. When I was growing up, back in Tashkent, guys, so I didn't eat that junk food. So I was very skinny, and when I got to United States, I was very skinny. I was like, I have some photos from my high school days where I was so skinny. When I look at them, I cannot recognize myself how skinny I was. And then this shit, with all this unhealthy food and all the alcohol, of course, back in the day. And alcohol actually also causes you to gain weight a lot. So if you drink a lot of beer, it has like what is it, starch. So beer is made from bread. So every time you drink beer, that's why a lot of guys who drink a lot of beer have like belly comes out, But I do still have a little bit of a belly left because I'm trying to lose more weight, and hopefully the belly. I do a lot of push-ups, pull-ups. Eventually, belly will most likely go away. I hope, because this belly is not a good thing. My doctor told me, guys, belly is where all the fat, all this freaking bad fat collects in your body, and then it causes you to have all types of conditions, with your arteries. And that's where you get your different like cholesterol issues and shit like that. So guys, it's very important. Everyone is like upset right now. They stopped eating at fast food restaurants, but you have to listen to this guy's channel. He's not bad. He doesn't tell you to quit eating at fast food places. If you work out a lot, you can eat a lot of calories, but you have to work out a lot. Because say for example, in the morning you go to McDonald's and eat the freaking breakfast they have with those bad like eggs and all this crap. What is it called? Mug breakfast or something. I never eaten it, so I don't know what's the name of it. So there's a lot of calories. There's like over 2,000 calories in that breakfast. So if you're gonna eat 2,000 calories in the morning, you better work out to burn those calories, guys. Because if you don't, and then you sit on your ass, like doing all the stuff, like a lot of resellers, do like listing, sitting, listing. you have to work out in between. I do it all the time because you have to burn the calories and exercise also. I know that some people don't have time. You know, that's gonna be like very truthful statement. People just don't have time to do that. But eat healthier, guys. I can tell you, I highly recommend eating healthier. You know, try to eat a lot of vegetables, broccoli, you know, carrots, cucumbers, normal ones like organic if possible, tomatoes. Eat a lot of fruit, guys, because fruit is good for you. Apples, you know, peaches. What else is very good? Like even though they do have sugar in them, it's like not bad sugar in reality. But cakes, that's what causes a lot of weight, guys. Bread, starch, which is potatoes. People who eat a lot of fries, French fries, they get their like that. Potatoes, guys, is the one of the worst, especially fries from McDonald's or other places. Especially if you buy fries like in those frozen bags. It should do like some people tell me we're gonna do it in the air fryer. It's healthy. No, it's not. It's gonna be same shit. You're gonna just put it in the air fryer, the same crap, and just eat it, and you're gonna gain weight. So anyway, guys, just wanted to talk about it, and we'll talk about it a little bit later. But about reselling, reselling is very important, guys. You know, also everyone is upset right now. See, Andy Sameta in the house. Andy, what's going on, man? Andy, where's my money, man? Come on, send me some money. You know I need money, and you're not sending me anything. I need to, guys. I will create this buy me coffee account. So please, guys, send me some money. I appreciate. If you're gonna send me some money so I can buy some fruits, I'm not gonna buy coffee, guys, because I don't drink coffee anymore. So I will buy fruits. Like I'll go buy like apples. So it's more important than drinking coffee, guys, because coffee causes blood pressure actually. So you know in the future, guys. So that's why people drink decaf, which I don't like. Decaf is for someone who has high blood pressure, and this shit that you're drinking with this creamer, which is a poison. The creamers that you put in, those ones you buy. What are the brands? The ones that has a lot of sugar in it. It's like creamer with like million grams of sugar in it. It's very bad for you guys. Same as Starbucks. If you like Starbucks, guys, this is the worst place because Starbucks puts so much sugar in their drinks. There's like over like 300 grams of sugar in each drink, and then on top of that, there are like 500 calories. So pretty much you can just have one like frappuccino in the morning, and that's it, guys. And then you don't have to eat until maybe later in the afternoon after that, because you're gonna digest so much sugar and calories that it's gonna clog up your entire body. So that's another thing, guys. But don't prohibit yourself, guys. We live only once. So if you wanna get drunk, guys, just get drunk. If you wanna have sex, have sex. If you wanna eat burgers, eat burgers. If you wanna eat fries, eat fries. Each person is individual. Each person likes, you know, what they love, because we live only once, guys. So enjoy it. That's why I always tell people, enjoy what you like. But sometimes, guys, health comes back to haunt you. It comes back at you even when you don't think about that, because health is not like reselling or USPS rates or eBay fees. Health doesn't look at it like this. Health just comes out of nowhere and hits the person individually, and it happens to a lot of people, guys. I've seen it when people would be business people, when people would work hard, when people will be making a lot of money, and all of a sudden they will have, God forbid, cancer. You know, that's like something that happens. See, that's why we're all working under God. So every decision you make, guys, it's your decision. You're all working under God. God is kind of watching over you. That's why if you make certain things, if you wanna do certain bad things, good things, it all comes back a certain way. Because I've known people who've done bad things and it came back to them to haunt them, you know. And I know people who've done good things and actually turned around and they had success with something. So see, there is always some kind of entity that controls everything. You just don't believe it, but it actually happens, guys. If you believe it hard enough, it's gonna be like that. So be just very You know, then it doesn't even matter what age you are. Unfortunately, age is not a factor. Yes, age never is a factor. If you're trying to live healthy lifestyle, even when you live healthy lifestyle, it doesn't matter. It's just to each person, it's their own decisions on what they're trying to accomplish and how they feel. Like if someone wants to eat freaking Big Mac every day and they feel good, it's their choice. You cannot, tell the person don't. I just recommend. You don't have to do it. It's like content creators sometimes will tell you, I put this, you know, I bought so much inventory, and some people are just stupid enough and just go buy inventory and say, look at their like big fans and do those stupid things. And I always was telling people, stop watching crap that will tell you, because if you're gonna start believing in what someone else does, you don't have this amount of money, you're gonna ruin yourself. You're gonna ruin yourself, your family. So stop believing in those types of things. So just think with your own head. Just look in your own bank account, see how much money you have. Do not be trying to do same kind of crap that someone else does. And it's truthful, guys. It's truthful. A lot of people have opportunities, which I talked in my life before, to accomplish certain things with certain help. One person usually is very unusual for them to accomplish things on their own, a lot of things in terms of successful business or anything. But sometimes they do. I've known people here who immigrated also from Soviet Union, who have accomplished by themselves a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of things, and they were successful. There are some people are born to be business people. There's someone will tell me something like this, like this person was born to be a business like person, or that person is born to be a doctor, or this person is born to be attorney. So there's a lot of people who are born with certain, how do you say it, with certain thing that actually kind of complements what they're trying to accomplish. But some people grind and hustle like me every day and trying to make money. And I don't ever have any fans. I mean, not fans. I'm not a fan of anyone. I just appreciate what people are trying to accomplish with their hard work every day, trying to make videos, trying to approach things properly, trying to, not be narcissistic, trying to think about maybe some other people if possible. And of course, it's like I said, it's for each person, it's always different because of how many people trying to do things and what they're trying to accomplish, guys. So it's not a preaching video. It's just a truthful video, because I watch a lot of content, guys. Like today, I was starting to I was listening while I was doing my morning cardio. I was listening to Pete and John on Hustle, Hunt and Flip show. And they're older generations than me. So I actually like to listen to people who are older than me, because they're usually have more knowledge and no, I mean, it's like not all the time, but in their case, it's kind of interesting because, they're both in their 50s and I'm close to getting to 50. So it's like always interesting approach to listen to someone who's older and see what they got to say. I don't usually, you know, it's the thing about it is reselling content is kind of different. There are a lot of content creators who are really good. I was making a short video today with Alex, Birkin Picker, who's also working very hard. He does a lot of media and stuff. His wife actually helps him out, which is great. When that happens, it's actually much more opportunistic when you have opportunity like this. And as I said before, with everything, it doesn't happen for a lot of people because someone will like reselling, and for example, their spouse will not. And you cannot make a person like reselling. You cannot just tell them, "Oh, go like it." It's not happening that way in life. So you got what you got. Someone is lucky enough to have that, someone is not. That's why, guys, I appreciate a lot of content creators who provide certain information. Guys, we're getting some water because I'm feeling thirsty and dehydrated. Today, guys, you know, once again, lately I've been missing a lot of lives. I actually found out about John and Jenna's final Friday live after just turning YouTube on, because I'm rarely watching stuff during when I'm listing and doing reselling stuff. I watch like stuff about health. I watch stuff about travel. I like traveling channel. Traveling is great, and stuff like that. And also sports. My favorite thing to watch is sports, guys. I always in the morning when I wake up do my cardio routine. I will listen to all the scores from Major League and all the NBA trade news about LeBron James possibly coming back to Cleveland. It's gonna be, man. LeBron James comes back, guys. This is it. Cavaliers will most likely win a championship next year. Can tell you that, and I will be so happy. I will post stories on my Instagram. We'll do posts on Facebook if LeBron comes back, because currently it seems like he's very leaning towards coming back to retire here, to end his career in Cleveland, because Cleveland, of course, he's from Akron here. So I think Cleveland currently is holding one of the spots open for his son, Bronny, to also be with him here. So I think that's what's happening currently, and I I'm very optimistic, guys, that LeBron will come back. And if he comes back, because today Donovan Mitchell signed max extension for 4 years, over like 200 something million with Cleveland. So I have a feeling there is something going on already. Even Donovan Mitchell knows most likely that LeBron, I think he's coming back too. I think he's kind of holding off a little bit, but I think the entire city right now is kind of has a feeling that LeBron is coming back. And it's gonna be crazy, guys. He won a championship here in 2016, even though he left, and you chase the money. But eventually he came back, and he said he gonna win a championship here, so he did. So he came up on his words. On his promise, and he won. And now it's gonna be interesting because he's at the end of his career at 40, gonna be 41. And if he wins next season, if he comes back here and wins, that's gonna be one of the greatest stories of NBA history, guys. So yeah, guys, think about it. Think about all the opportunities. Just treasures in the house. Tracy and Brian together, sitting on each other's laps. LeBron is not a champion player anymore. Yeah, we'll see, Brian. We'll see when he comes back. Brian, you know how it is, man. I know that you don't like LeBron, most likely. So I will tell LeBron you don't like him, so he's not gonna come to your Whatnot show anymore and buy your dollar DVDs. Brian is like, my dollar DVDs, stop, be jealous. Right, Brian? Guys, look at this beautiful stream. Look at how beautiful. Look at that, guys. Brian, tell me, man, what did you do with Tracy today? Did you, again, tell her to go do Whatnot? Did you tell Tracy to do more work than you? Then stop telling me that you're older and Tracy's younger. That she can do more, that she can do more work. Come on, Brian. Tracy is like only 24, and you are like, 49. But think about it, Brian. You're telling young generation to work, man. Come on, stop telling Tracy to work. She needs to have some fun, man. She's still young. You can do your work and stuff like that because you're my age. That's why, what happens? The guys need to work, Brian. That's why guys don't live long. That's why guys die very early. See, Brian? Brian is like sad right now, sitting there crying. Like, no, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna do that. I will tell Tracy that she can rest and go on vacation. Right, Brian? Is that what you're gonna say right now after listening to my talk? And Brian is like angry right now. Okay, that's it, Roman. I'm coming to Cleveland, and I will call you so we can go to McDonald's together and eat all the unhealthy food. Right, Brian? All the Big Macs, fries with a lot of salt. Brian, I was talking about healthy eating. I was telling how difficult it is for wives and girlfriends to cook healthy meals for their boyfriends or husbands. Brian, that's why a lot of people eat at those unhealthy restaurants, like, which I mentioned earlier. And that's why a lot of people, trying to, to say is that they don't have time to eat healthier, But in my opinion, it's possible, That's kind of difficult because a lot of people get used to this like a drugs. So if you eat, like, say, if you eat a lot of years in those fast food places, guys, I can tell you it's like a drug. You pretty much you cannot get rid of this shit because it's so freaking addicting that a lot of people actually told me that I've known that they eat like fast food some like every week. They said like it's very difficult to get rid of this addiction. It's like freaking drugs. They get addicted to this crap food, junk food, and they eat it and they just say, "Oh, we're happy after we eat it. It makes us happy." And it's true actually. Someone on YouTube said that they put some kind of crap in their meat or something that it actually is becoming addictive to a person to eat that crap. So that's why they eat it. But I said it's okay if person wants to, eat that crap and they're happy, they can eat it. I mean, they don't have to work out. They just can eat that freaking crap, So kind of, I would say I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement on that. How was the video quality, Brian? Is it good or bad? How was the sound quality, guys? Let me know in the comments. Brian saying no McDonald's for me. Sorry. We are trying to be eat more healthy. Oh, it's man. Thanks for letting me know. Terrible. It's actually good. I was hoping it's gonna be bad. So I was hoping, guys, that it's not gonna be a good quality video and audio. But I'm in the forest, so it's normal for it to be bad. So I apologize. How you doing, guys? I apologize, guys, that we're in the forest right now. But I love it, guys. I love to do lives in the forest, walk, do cardio while I talk to you. You see, guys, you burn more calories this way. You walk and you talk at the same time. Think about how many calories can you burn while talking and walking and going up on hills. We got a hill. We got a hill up ahead. It's not a really big hill, but it actually does have kind of curve, and it goes up a little bit where it makes it kind of more of a challenge to walk on it, but it's fine because I do it like at least every other day, where I would do cardio twice a day. Some people don't have opportunity to do cardio like in like 6 months, and like they're saying, we have to go to gym. I don't want to pay for gym, guys, because I do exercises that I know that are good because I've been doing it for years, and it's kind of the thing about it which makes me feel good. It's when I do the cardio because it makes you feel kind of um, like not easier on the inside, but it feels kind of better, on the inside when you're done with it, when you're done with exercising. And also watch all the videos about people doing walking a lot, like how many steps you have. Like it's very important, like how many steps you take every day. I know Brian is very active. Brian looks actually like he's around 35. So Brian, good job on not getting old, man. It's like you're always getting younger. And Brian was, of course, in the military, so he knows all about healthy stuff. He knows about working out. He knows about when to wake up properly, how to go to bed, when to go to bed. It's like military training. So Brian, props to you, man, because see, you have to be example to young generation. So then tell them like every video that you guys make, guys, go work out, burn calories, start eating healthy. That's what's important, Brian. You know what I'm talking about. Brian is like, no, reselling is more important. USPS rates going up is more important. eBay fees are more important, right, Brian? Because how are we gonna else make money, right, Brian? So what are you choosing? Are you choosing money or are you choosing health? So it's a difficult choice, guys, to make. So you're thinking about it. Like, if I don't have money, then I will not be able to buy food. And then I'm gonna die of starvation. So health is not important. So see, Brian, kind of bringing you examples of things to think about. Like, that's why people like think about those types of things all the time. They kind of always say like, we're too busy. We have so many things to do. And can you imagine for people who have big families, they constantly have to be making money nonstop because they have to, send their kids to college, do the other things like trainings, all the other activities, buy them stuff. Yeah, that's actually takes up a lot of your time, a lot of your energy. And I know that, guys. I know it's difficult. So yeah, that's why I'm praising a lot of people who have gone through this, who have made a choice to have big families. Because when they get married, guys, there is a choice. You wanna have a small family and have like say one kid, or you have wanna have big family like say 3, 4 kids, and then that husband, for example, who works nonstop, he pretty much becomes like a robot. He doesn't have freaking time to do anything, take care of himself specifically, and do any other things in his life, like personal things. He just completely gets eliminated. And people choose it because they sometimes are young and they don't know how life will turn out later in their life. If they're gonna stay with their partner, if they're gonna get a divorce, if they're gonna have like, some other things happening. So that's why life is kind of unpredictable. That's why when we talk about reselling topics, it kind of takes our mind away from other things in life because this reselling world, magical world, is kind of something that people of my age, a little bit younger, a little bit older, gather together and discuss, because if you're gonna start thinking about getting old, you're gonna start thinking about kids growing old and, all that stuff. It's very, very depressing. So that's why people tend to create communities. That's why people talk in their lives. That's why people do podcasts. Because accept their own family life, right? Because some people are great, great family. What is it called? Um, Family people. Like they will be all for the family, and they will be taking care of everyone. Also. And sometimes, if they have, say, for example, big audience, it's even more difficult for them because of other factors going on. But some people choose, you know, like to live differently, and it's not like that's not bad or good. It's just how they choose to do it because life is unpredictable. That's why like 1 minute you're alive, and the next 10 minutes someone can die. So it's very, it's very. That's why you drink a lot of water, guys. That's why, guys, I'm telling people enjoy. If you like reselling, do reselling the rest of your life if it's gonna support you and your family. Because if you're gonna go back to be miserable all the time, you go back to some kind of job that you don't want. It's not gonna make you happy. It's gonna make you old. You're gonna be depressed. You're gonna be like a robot trying to do same crap all the time. You know why? Because people tend to become resellers because of like love of treasure hunt, because of love of reselling itself, like different topics they can discuss. Being a how you doing? Being a community, guys, like reselling community, to help each other out if possible. But sometimes community is not what you think it is. Communities are built on also friendships. There are specific friendships that exist between certain community members that are only between them. And there sometimes will be inside of the community popping in from their own community. So pretty much it's like in life. Say you have circle of friends and you've known those friends for a while. And then those friends gets invited to a big party. And this big party has completely random people on it. And they will not know who the hell those people are. But to be nice, they're gonna, be okay. They will be chilling out with everyone else. But in the end of the day, their small community of their own friends will divide itself from everyone and just be their own. And that's how life is actually between everyone. Along the way, when you get older, you lose those friends. It's not just you lose them because they leave. Sometimes those friends die, and world changes. It's sad. It's sad, guys. I know it's depressing, but that's the reality of life, and that happens all the time. So that's why you cannot waste your time. If you love what you're doing, you're gonna keep doing it, no matter what, guys. See, no matter if USPS rates go up, no matter what happens with eBay, if Ryan Cohn will buy it or not, if something else happens. So no matter what, guys, you gotta keep going because USPS doesn't care about you. Goodwill does not care about you. eBay doesn't care about you. In fact, it doesn't care about you or your families. It doesn't care about your circle of friends. They're making money. That's what they care about. The shareholders, the people who own the businesses, that's what they care. They're only looking for their own ass, so their own money. And it's normal type of behavior, guys, because you know, look at all the freaking millionaires. Do you think Ryan Cohn will just come over, say, for example, and give like $1 million to Brian and Tracy? Of course not. Sorry, guys, that I used you as an example. He won't. Because you know why? Because he doesn't give a shit. He only cares about himself, pretty much. So, but it's a normal type of behavior, gets very rare when the random people, millionaires especially, who are very cheap. The guys who have a lot of money, guys, by the way, are the cheapest. I can tell you that. You know why? Because they're saving all this money. They're not spending. See, it's some humor for you guys. Say, Brian, for example, will give me $1, but Ryan Cohn will not. So that's a big difference, guys, because he is a millionaire, so that's what he does. That's how he makes money. He doesn't give money to random people. But I think, guys, that's what happens sometimes. And people also tend to be kind of different people tend to be giving you advice all the time from their content, including me. I'm not taking myself away. People have a right to talk about different topics, about different things in life, because it's important for them to provide certain information. They feel good about it, and they can provide useful information, not complete waste of information, but useful. And sometimes people listen, sometimes people don't. Like, for example, I made a video recently about, what was it about? My usual boring video. Um, I forgot. Oh, actually, about storage unit that I bought for $20. And one of the people, one person who left a comment, he said, which actually I said it in my video. When I started the video, I was just joking around and said, "Welcome back to another boring reselling video." And this guy who left a comment, he actually said it in a comment. He's like, "You're absolutely right. It is a boring video. I left after 10 seconds." See, guys, it's one of those people. It's like what I was talking about recently. Remember, in one of my lives, about people who tell you they're unsubscribing. It's like, what kind of a fucking idiot you have to be to announce certain things? Like, I understand that it's people's choice, but it's like me going into the public and like, I want to take a dump, and I'm like, guys, I'm sorry to just random people. I'm just gonna go take a dump. It's very important, It's like someone cares, Okay, go fucking take a dump. And same thing goes with people who tell you they're unsubscribing. Why? Because, I mean, why would they tell you this? What's the point? I mean, I have to make a video of stupidity that people post in the comments. It's just sometimes mind-boggling. Someone will post, "I'm not subscribing from you because of one thing, another thing," and then someone will, say like some kind of crap, like, it's boring video, and you are actually making fun of it to be boring, and then they actually confirm, like, yes, it's boring. So you see, guys, sometimes things are not that necessary to do, but people unfortunately don't understand them. They keep doing stuff that is very, very questionable. but that's the nature of it, because people who are big fans of someone, they have nothing better to do than do that kind of stuff. I will criticize people who are trying to attack someone all of a sudden, like that thing that happened with John and Jenna with Sandra Michaels, which I'm using right now as my girlfriend in my videos. But the thing about it is sometimes it's so funny and ridiculous when people do certain things in comments and someone else tries to do or say something, and it's like becoming like a kindergarten situation where it's just ridiculous. I think it has to do with certain mindset of some people, because you never know what's going on, but it kind of sometimes makes me wonder, are people intelligent? How many people are intelligent in this country? It's difficult question, but seems to me every time I'm watching or seeing something, it's just becoming really kind of ridiculous about certain things that are done or made or something like this. Because in high school, it's okay to do certain things, even though not all the time. Even in college, or middle school. But sometimes when you grow up and you start to make certain things, accusations about certain things, where you're serious, when you're not joking, without any fucking proof, that's actually very bad, guys. It's not a good thing to do. I can tell you that you're gonna lose people who are trusting you forever, because it's very important to just kind of lay off from certain things completely. Like people who announce they're unsubscribing, this is the most stupidest thing from my experience on YouTube that I've seen in my life. Like it's like similar, like I said, it's like me going some right now on the like middle of the road and say I'm gonna have sex right now with someone. Like why are you fucking announcing this shit? What's the point of this? Who is gonna care about this much? I know that some bigger channels may care about it, like say, oh, we lost 2 subscribers out of million. That's kind of strange. It's me, guys. Maybe I'm like overreacting, but I think it's stupid. Same thing happening currently, guys. What I can tell you about the USPS. I know I need to make a humorous video about it also. I'm trying to think like which approach to take, because I was trying to kind of mix it up with USPS hikes and also the 2 pound ridiculous crap, the lower prices on 2 pound, which is actually not bad if they can keep it, but they won't, because USPS needs money, like eBay, and like Ryan Cohen, and like Amazon, and like who else I mentioned, FedEx, UPS. They're all big corporations, so they don't care how much money you have in your bank. They just care about their own shareholders. They care about their totals per year, how much money they spend. Because what other choices do you have, guys? You're still gonna have to ship with USPS, correct? If possible, you may find low rates with FedEx and UPS, for example. But you still, most of people will have to ship with USPS, because that's how it is. It's like there are not so many choices unless you open your own shipping company, which Amazon does. See, guys, Amazon is smart. They made sure they have warehouses everywhere, all over the place. So if someone needs an item tomorrow, they're gonna put their driver and deliver the product in the morning. That's how it actually supposed to be. eBay, with their old mentality, does not understand it. Ryan Cohen, kind of leaning, he's a smart Jewish guy. Yes, Ryan Cohen is a smart Jewish guy because he's Jewish. A lot of business people who are rich, most of them are Jews, guys, which is true. And I'm Jewish too, but I'm not rich. So the thing is, Ryan Cohen knows what's up. He understands with like he's kind of got new generation brain. He understands what's supposed to happen, and that's why he proposed to buy eBay, to create this opportunity, most likely, to implement what Amazon has built. And this actually simplifies everything. This will create good competition for Amazon. But most likely, with the brain trust that eBay currently has, it's not gonna happen because they're older. They're probably older than me, sitting there like communists. You know, it reminds me of Communist Party, guys. I think eBay shareholders and their ownership team is like those communists, like commies. They are sitting there discussing how much money can we get from those poor resellers. We need to grab more money from them. We're not gonna implement any fucking changes. We're gonna keep doing what we were doing for years. And you know, that's how it's gonna be, guys, most likely. Unless GameStop, Ryan Cohn with his new generational brain will step in and change it. And don't, you know, guys, of course, if you watched a couple of videos where Ryan Cohn came up as a guest on Rally Roots and what else? Justin. Justin is actually a good dude. Justin, guys, I highly recommend Justin Resells. Any type of subjects, topics, Justin Resells, guys. He has done a tremendous job, in my opinion. He just, you know, completely, in my opinion, Justin Resells is currently the channel if you want to educate yourself with something. Because I'm not saying everyone else is bad. It's just for me personally, I think Justin Resells is top right now. Tops. He's number one. If I would do a ranking of educational videos on YouTube, Justin Resells will be number one right now, in my opinion. And then everyone else later. Behind. Much behind, guys. Including me. You know, but I don't provide that kind of, you know, educational stuff. Unless I want to, I can do that. I just, unfortunately, with my cardio and crazy stuff that I'm doing all the time, I don't like to do those types of videos because what are they? Boring. Boring reseller video again. Yes, but Justin Resells, I think, even though, guys, I'm telling you the truth, being, you know, also, I like some stuff that certain content creators do, and it's normal. They're making money. If I would be making money consistently on YouTube, I mean, which probably most likely is very far-fetched for me. It's kind of interesting to create videos where you have followers and they will like your videos, kind of. Not all of them, some are jealous and leave you bad comments about you, your family. And those people I want to smash to the fucking ground sometimes when they talk about the families. That's my mentality, guys, my emotions get out. Because, like, if that person comes over to me, to my face, something says about my family, guys, he better run. I mean, I'm not gonna hold back. You know, I know it's kind of bad and stuff, but I'm not gonna hold back. And you know, that's how it is. It's kind of what happens, and you have to do it sometimes because people get out of hand and try to catch you on your very weak type of. Sometimes people do that because they're fucking cowards. They only use your family or something about you appearance. I hate people who talk about someone's appearances. Like, I hate this shit. I will smash that point. I'm telling you guys. If someone comes over and say, like, sometimes I see some guys say like, oh, you're like, this guy's fat, this guy's chubby. What the fuck is your problem, man? You know, I don't like this shit. Like, I tell him, God will not do this shit. He loves all the people. Will not bash someone who has some kind of, you know, weight problem or something. It's each individual person, I mean, choice of people. And the stuff that I said, health stuff and stuff like that, it's for each individual. It's not a bad thing to promote something like this. Healthy eating, healthy lifestyle. People promote it on YouTube a lot. And it's actually good for you. It's true, guys. But when someone tells you something about stuff like that, like, you know, about nationalities, religions, and crap like this, that's completely out of line. That's bullshit. If someone says it jokingly even and starts to tell you like, oh, it's a joke, don't be fucking joking like that, you know. It's like, you know, religions, because I came from a country where religions were kind of persecuted. In the United States, it's kind of people live without knowing this shit. That's why I'm telling you firsthand how difficult it is. It's like you go to some kind of Muslim school and then you will be called out because you're fucking Christian. You know, how are you feeling about that? You're gonna care about this shit, or you're gonna be like, oh, you know, it's okay, it's okay, you know, and lay off. You know, it's not happening for me, guys. You know, it's how it is. But it's fine. I mean, you have to be your own person. That's why people are different. We're not clones. We're not similar. We're not twins. Even twins have different personalities. So, guys, but I can tell you, I highly recommend, guys, just in resells. If you want to learn stuff, if you want to learn certain things, just in resells. So, when Ryan Cohen came up on just in resells as a guest and then Rally Root, of course, it was understandable. He was explaining stuff. He's a new generation. I think, how old is Ryan Cohen? 30s? In the 30s, I think. So, of course, he understands. He's not a communist like eBay is. So he understands that new vision has to be implemented. You know, guys, that's why those fucking countries who have same exact president for years, they don't move from spot because that's how it is, unfortunately. But that happens in the world. But that's the same thing with eBay, with old school, I mean, old views, old vision. And don't get me wrong, guys. Like some people, like I said recently, when I was working out like in the morning here in the park, one guy came up and said, like, you know, man, like, let's go play soccer with us. And they were playing soccer on the field. And I said, man, I'm just tired. My legs are tired. I'm like a little bit older. And he's like, how old are you? And I'm like, 48. He's like looking at me like, no, you're not. And I was like, man, yes, I'm 48. I want to. Can you want to see my ID? So I'm like, I was kind of happy that he didn't think I was 48. He was like, but at the same time, like you feel like, man, should have went to play, guys, because sometimes I work out so much that I cannot literally walk. Like I have to drag myself because I stopped eating also normally. I'm eating only 1.5 times a day. So I don't have enough calories, I think, right now to do a lot of things. But listing and reselling stuff and shipping every morning, I have that kind of ability still. I'm not really tired because, you know, if I eat some like protein, like I drink protein in the morning, like I will have some electrolytes and stuff, like stuff that vitamins, it helps. But you know, that's why I agree with Ryan Cohen, guys. It needs, eBay needs a new vision. They are stuck in the fucking loop, you know, like a oopsie loop that they cannot get out. And it's true, guys, it's true. And he has a vision, I think. He has money to purchase it, like to buy them out. But with the communist regime, it's difficult for him, you know, to implement his vision and explain to some people who are over 50 that it's time to change. Because someone when they're over 50, it's difficult to change things, guys. Believe me, I know. Even though I'm not yet 50, but it's kind of, you get used to same routine. And some people will tell you when you do same routine for years, it's difficult to come off. It's like a drug. You get used to this routine. But I can tell you, like, say, losing 30 pounds for me, guys, I was like, man, still at 48, you can do that shit. I mean, if you work on yourself, if you eat properly, if you know, always walk and non-stop, like me, non-stop, you know, doing some kind of physical activities. And the most important part, of course, guys, is to eat properly. The thing about it's like, it's not like a secret. If you're gonna fucking work out non-stop, but you eat wrong, you're not gonna fucking lose weight. And losing weight is something which is difficult because people get used to eating certain things. Like say, which I said earlier, like some people love to do eat like sweet stuff. They like ice creams, they like, you know, cakes. You still can have that. There are a certain amount of calories in that food. So if you work out and work out hard and do cardio, you're gonna lose those calories. If you eat ice cream, for example, eat cakes, but as older you get, your body metabolism doesn't. It's not easy to do that anymore. So, like younger person, like say in their teens or 20s, they can still do it faster because of metabolism. When you're older, like go close to 50 years old, 60, it's much more complicated. So that's why eating improperly causes this kind of situation with people, you know. Let's see, pointless. Uh, share, charity is a good thing, builds up karma. Awesome. Yeah, Brian and Tracy, guys, thanks for sticking around here. Hit the like, everyone who comes in, hit dislike button, guys. Don't forget. I put it in my I put it in the description. If you don't like anything about this about life, you're free to do dislike, or you can leave bad comments also. We're gonna reply, of course, to those comments, guys. I usually don't have much of an audience, which is normal. I never did, guys. Even when I did the lives back in the day, I was kind of, you know, suspicious of people showing up. I was like, man, it's a lot of people. I usually have only one person, and that person was me. So, so when I have like two people right now in a live with bad quality video and sound, that's like a blessing from God. I'm like, man, maybe there's gonna be people who will watch something like this, you know, cardio stuff. Maybe people are interested. But I can tell you guys, from all the content, you have to kind of watch certain things, and you can read about it. Like, you know, John with Gianna Flipping in Egypt, they've done tremendous job throughout the years, doing their lives, explaining eBay stuff, educational stuff, and they've done a good job. They have their own audience, people who love to be educated. You know, there are people, you have to understand, there are people who don't like to be educated. There are people who love to be educated. And why, what kind of audience, for example, you're gonna draw with reselling content, right? You have to draw audience that likes to talk about reselling subjects or topics, because people tend to be like specific in only one thing. Like for me, like I have different views on a lot of things. So I don't really like only talking about reselling. I like talking about sports, food, healthy stuff, cardio, women, you know, sex, all the stuff, guys. So a lot of people not drawn to that. Like they are, you know, because sometimes they think about it like, man, we're kind of at the age right now. We don't want to talk about only. We like to talk about reselling mostly, but sometimes we talk about other things like, you know, some kind of comedy, movies, you know, some other stuff, which is normal. But we're, like I said, for me personally, I like to, of course, talk about things that are kind of making someone angry, maybe, you know, a little bit, because that's why they don't like the channel. They don't like to watch anything, you know, that I make. It's fine, and that's normal, guys, because you have to be what you want to be. You don't want to change for nobody. You know, that's very important. That's a important advice, guys, because if you're gonna become someone else that you are not yourself, this is not a good thing, guys. Believe me, you're gonna suffer. You're gonna be depressed. You have to explore. You have to express things that you're on your mind. Of course, in a certain limits, of course, right? Like I only cursed today only one time, for example. I mean, two times. I apologize. No, some people don't like that. You know, that's understandable. And some people are okay. I mean, they understand. Some people need to do that to, you know, express their emotion at certain time, to like, you know, let it come out. Because if it gets stuck and never comes out, it's not a good thing for your mental state, your nervous system. So you have to do it if you want to do it, and you are the person in that particular situation. But some people choose not to, and that's understandable. You know, we cannot, you know, blame people like that. Can't say, "Oh, that guy is stupid because he doesn't want another person cursing." You know, that's fine. I mean, that's understandable, guys. That's each person's specific mindset, specific ability to understand things. You know, they're more quiet, they're more respectful, polite. They don't like emotional people, like, because, you know, my emotions, guys, come out from a lot of things in my life, guys. Believe me, I went through very bad times. I went through death of my dad, which was very difficult, sitting in a room with him when he was dying. Sometimes you understand certain things, and then you mentally not prepared to do some. I mean, to view or see something. You see what I'm saying? Like if it's your close, like your mom or dad, and you're not prepared, and you know most likely you kind of feel that it's not true, right? It's not happening. But the doctors tell you it's happening. And you don't believe this shit. And I was very aggressive at that time. I remember I was like, you cannot do that shit, and they were trying to calm me down and send me to a psychologist and shit. And I said, I don't have fucking psychologist. That's kind of bullshit, guys. Think about your father dying and stuff like that. Think about how you feel. Don't try to calm me down. But some people they understand and they kind of hug you and they will be kind of more on your side. But some people are fucking cruel and evil. They just turn around and leave and don't say anything. That's how humanity works, unfortunately. I know, guys, once again, it's a sad subject. I know that you don't want to listen to sad stuff, but we can discuss it, guys. It's normal. So, um, that's one of the things, guys, that drives USPS and eBay because they need to raise prices, guys, because they have to, be doing their business the way that they're doing business. So, thinking about what's gonna happen on next Monday is that um, what's gonna happen next Monday, guys, is make sure that you don't have free shipping unless you price it up, unless you price up an item very like to specific price where you will include I mean not most likely, but approximately include the approximate shipping that you will spend because since they're taking away ounces most like until it's gonna be pretty much 15 ounce and up. So think about how much the shipping is to California, Florida. So if you have anything that you're selling for $5.99 and you have free shipping, guys, I'm telling you, you're not gonna make any money at all anymore. You're gonna lose money. You're gonna lose sometimes a lot of money, depending on where it's going. Because if it's going, say, it's gonna be a 4 ounce thing, 4 ounce item, or 4 ounce box, which will be calculated as 15 ounce from starting Monday. Think about like how much money you're gonna spend on shipping to California or West Coast if you're on East Coast, or say Texas, Florida. It's gonna be a lot. So if you're selling something for $5.99 with free shipping, you guys not gonna be making any money anymore. Or if you're even gonna sell something for $9.99 with free shipping, and you're still gonna be most likely, unless you get the thing for free or low cost or like a couple cents, you're not gonna be making like a lot of money. Most likely gonna be making maybe after all the fees, you're gonna be making $1. So all the stuff, think about how much it's gonna change. So I also have stuff like that I need to either remove entirely from my store because now it's not gonna even fucking make any sense to have 5.99 $5.99 items in your eBay store. It didn't make any fucking sense before either. But with free shipping, it was even worse. If you have free shipping on stuff like that, it's even worse. Unless you're selling sports cards. If you're selling sports cards, patches, like small things that you can put in a standard envelope, postcards, then yes, for sure, you can. The standard envelope will still be there. But if you're selling $5.99 items and you have free shipping on them, and they're gonna implement this change starting Monday, I'm telling you guys, it's not a good idea anymore. So unless you're gonna raise the price on each item or add shipping cost, that's the only way you're gonna make some money at least, not lose money. Even if the stuff is in your store for years, some people have their stuff in stores for years, and that's why it's important, guys. You make sure, guys, that you don't have that kind of thing happen because a lot of people will have it happen, of course, depending on what they sell. It's not gonna, of course, affect people who are selling sports cards, postcards, patches that they use standard envelope shipping. It's not gonna affect them. Media mail also is not gonna get affected. I don't remember if they're gonna raise media mail, but media mail they're not removing. in terms of ounces, I think. Maybe they actually have to check. I forgot about that. I know Grand Advantage. I don't think Medium Meal. Grand Advantage, they are doing it. So Grand Advantage is gonna be on like 15 ounce now rate. So pretty much, guys, that's the thing. We have to now think about how we source. A lot of content creators tell you if you're sourcing at certain places where the prices are high and you're buying certain items for higher cost, and then you have to list it. Some people list it with a saturated category, and you know that's the thing about it. Like some people have connections. See, that's another way of explaining things. Some people buy from people who buy storage units. Some people have connections. They just buy in bulk and stuff. But a lot of resellers out there who watch, who are big fans of certain channels, they just source at regular Goodwill thrift stores, which where you can still find things. Don't get me wrong, depending on locations. But I think from all sourcing, if you don't have specific connection, the best way, of course, will be storage units, depending on your area also. Like my brother buys storage units in Miami. He lives in Sunny Isles, Florida. So he buys storage units in Miami, Fort Lauderdale. And the storage units that he buys, they are never gonna be around $100 unless it's some kind of garbage and just boxes, empty boxes laying around. It's never gonna get to that. So because I know how much he spends on storage units. So the thing about it is that, say, say in Cleveland here, I can get a storage unit very cheap, even with a lot of stuff on it. And that's why, guys, it depends on your locations. It depends exactly on which area of the country you're located at. California will be the same, Vegas will be the same as Florida. So because of people who lives there in those states, most of the people, at least depending on where, Miami, for example, there are a lot of rich people, and I know that. I went with my brother to a lot of garage sales in Miami area and Dade, Miami-Dade County, and Fort Lauderdale, Boca Raton, West Palm Beach. So my brother goes to those areas but he now only buys storage units, and he has full-time job. So he does it because his wife and his son go to flea market most of the time and sell it. So the thing about it is that it's very important, guys, where you are located, because see, that's the thing with storage units. You have to be careful. There are videos about it. Storage units buying depends on the location, depends on specific suburbs, depends on the specific areas. Like in certain areas when there's gonna be less rich people, you most likely will know that storage units that people store stuff at may not have something very valuable, because people who live in a say specific suburb may not have that much money or buy certain things. So you kind of make assumption, right, that most likely that unit will not have something. But at the same time, there is also a thing about storage units that people don't tell you about. Storage units, if a person has very valuable items, they will not pay for the unit for 3 months. That unit will go on auction. So what happens is, which is absolutely true, a lot of content creators most likely don't tell you that, is that the owner of that storage unit will pay after 3 months of not paying, because that unit goes on auction. So they will do, usually what they will do, they will go back to the unit, they'll grab all the valuable stuff, and then usually they just leave it. So they will leave garbage in there, because the only way, guys, where storage unit will be not picked, or not stuff will not be taken out which is valuable, if that person is in jail, if the person died, or if the person moved and, or say, divorced and moved, and then there's pretty much they don't need that stuff. That's the only way where there may be, or possibly there is a higher percentage that there will be good stuff in the unit. Any other options where person still is alive, the person is still just living somewhere temporarily, and person knows what type of stuff they have in the unit, they'll just go, just get that stuff. They will leave all the garbage in there for someone who will like. Then if they leave the stuff there, that stuff will go on auction. That stuff will be sold to some kind of schmuck like me, for example, for $20 or maybe $40 or 100, thinking, oh, there's treasures in there. It doesn't happen. It's not a fucking fairy tale. People know exactly what they have on the units. They're not fucking dummies. You know, if there's like jewelry and person knows they put jewelry in there, still alive, they're still alive. They're not in jail or they're located at that particular location. They're not stupid. They're not fucking dummies. They're gonna go get it. Leave it for someone to bid on a storage unit and win it. You know, that's ridiculous sometimes. I think about it. It's possible, but it's so rare. Like, it's very rare. So that kind of stuff that I will tell you here, guys, that most likely you didn't hear, but more maybe Brian and Tracy told you about this. I don't remember because they've been talking about storage units a lot. Also, like all those stage units are done for views. Stage units are specifically done for views. Some schmucks out there believe they're watching like a video of a storage unit. The fucking guy found like a bunch of money in a safe or jewelry, all this crap. Out of all the truthful videos, maybe there is a content creator that does it. Very rare. All other ones are staged for views, and that happens, guys. That's normal because people make money on content. So that's another thing, which is kind of sometimes obvious, and they get a lot of views on those videos because people want to be attracted. People get attracted to freaking, oh, there is a safe in the thumbnail. That's what I'm gonna do, guys, in my next storage unit video. When I buy it, I'll just deliberately put a safe in there with like money falling out and some kind of stuff happening. You know, it's gonna be interesting because people are like, they're like attractive creatures. They're attracted to something like see like, oh, there's like money. We're gonna watch that just for fun. Not all of them watch it entirely, guys. Don't forget, they watch it maybe for a couple of seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, you know, a minute, maybe a little bit more. Same thing goes for educational videos. When people get a lot of views on their channel, for example, some of the views are bought, like people buy views. You know that also. People who are not playing fair game, they'll buy subscribers, they'll buy views, and unfortunately, it happens, guys. And you know, this is true. It's true story. It happens all the time. You know, I don't play that game. I don't like it. I want to play fair game. And a lot of people don't. They want to say, oh, look at us. We got 50,000 subscribers that we just bought. 50,000 robots, you know, or whatever they're called. And we got so many views on our channel now. Well, not real views. See, guys, that's what's happening. But the people, you know, that's what I was saying earlier. People playing their own thing. They don't care about it. It's not illegal to buy views or to buy subscribers. It's perfectly legal if you have money. You can buy whatever you fucking want. You buy like whatever you need or comes to your mind. Nobody restricting you from it. But sometimes people have certain mindset that, you know, you're gonna do that, you're gonna do that, and you know, whatever. They don't care about this shit. You know, about the other things. So playing fair game sometimes maybe it's not a smart thing. I think I think it's a more tougher road. And let me put it this way: difficult road, right? It's much more difficult road. You might not have entire life to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. That's the only thing that kind of some people will say you're taking a very difficult path. But it's not their business, you know, what kind of path each person takes. And that's their business, you know. That's why, guys, I highly suggest, like, you know, to sometimes look at the amount of views on certain videos and see, like, subscribers and then see how many comments that particular video gets. If that person has, like, say, 150,000 subscribers, posts a video, and there are only, like, say, 7 comments, you know that there's some kind of shady shit going on. It's very unusual. So that kind of you can tell by just looking at it, you know. But when for someone like me with just like 1,000 subscribers and to have nobody commenting, that's true. That's the real life, guys. That's not false. It's actually not. It's a fair game. That's how it is. But I always appreciate you guys, of course, stopping by and commenting. And I'm not like a person who like tries to be really really educational. But sometimes I'll say some stuff that is kind of maybe kind of educational, like with upcoming eBay USPS rates, eBay fees, things like that. Selling on different platforms, like I say on sometimes during my Facebook marketplace videos that it's actually very convenient for me to do Facebook Marketplace. It's like same kind of thing as like saying whatnot, for example. Like people say you do whatnot, right? You're selling like without any fucking audience. Sorry guys, said fucking too many times. Again I said it, sorry. So without audience, guys, everyone will tell you gotta have to grow your audience, which they're absolutely correct. And the way to grow your audience is they have to do shows very frequently. And to do shows very frequently, you're gonna have to have inventory that is very cheap, very frequently. You see, that's put all those things together and think about it for a moment. So one person operation, say one person reseller, how much of a time between everything that person does do they have to source constantly for very cheap inventory, then decide which inventory goes on whatnot, where are they gonna put stuff on eBay, what type of stuff they're gonna test, what type of stuff they're gonna donate, what type of stuff they're gonna cross list if they're using cross listing. It's a lot of work for one person. That's why sometimes Pete Craigslist Hunter said it perfectly. He said one person reseller is not a business, which I agree with. It's much more complicated. For one person, the older you get, the more energy you need. Because, like, say, for example, if you, like, I don't sleep much, but I have this kind of energy where it's not normal because I started to kind of, not eat like 3 times a day. And then I will work out and do other things besides reselling because if I do constant reselling nonstop, I'm gonna fucking go crazy. So it's like difficult to approach certain things. You have to source almost non-stop, right? And also it depends on how much money you need. It's very important. See, that's why people have to realize, first of all, before they even get into fucking reselling, is that how much money you need to make, say, depending on where you live. So you make that particular amount of money. It's like you're going to get a job, right? So you're going to get a job and you're like get offered, say, $12 an hour. You think to yourself, man, that's not good. I'm not going to be able to live on that. But the company that hires you based on your resume, based on your previous experience, they don't give a shit that you don't agree with that, giving them $12, giving you $12 an hour. They'll say, okay, we're going to talk to other candidate. We're going to interview someone else. Thank you, goodbye. They don't give a shit about you. They care about the company and the business. They know how much you can bring to the company. They most likely, from your experience, will probably know what kind of things can you do. So that's the thing about reselling too. Like you decide for like each individual person decides, oh, I need to make a certain amount of money to pay the bills and do other things, right? Like vacations, travel, leisure, buy things. So you have to decide how much money you need. And like you have like big family, right? So you will need more money because you need to feed more, people. So and that same thing goes for every individual reseller out there because like people don't understand it. They look at someone's videos and they look, man, this guy bought so much stuff. The whole fucking truck falls out like although he's putting so much, he's buying, we're like so jealous, he's buying so much. And they try to do same thing. Like you ask yourself, why? Why? How much money do you need to make? Are you trying to like do whatever that you're trying to be that person? Don't ever try to be someone else. It's the best advice that I can give you on this unusual channel. Do what makes you happy. Like right now, what makes me happy is working out, doing cardio, eating healthy. That makes me happy because you get older, you understand that age, even though people tell you age is not a factor, but you feel it. Like I will tell you, like Last week I went to play soccer because of World Cup, and I like to play soccer. And man, before in my 20s, I would be able to run around for like 3-4 hours nonstop. Now, even after I lost 30 pounds, man, it's like difficult. Like I would be like running back, but because you know my legs are not like they're telling me, man, we just legs tell me, Roman, stop. We cannot take it anymore. Please rest. Please rest. They like SOS signal, SOS. They put up like a white flag. So like that's what happens, and I'm getting angry because like I cannot really like I'm like pissed off at myself, and that's what happens sometimes. Same thing happens with reselling for me too. Like I will get so much stuff, and like I have piles of stuff. I have files in the home storage unit, and then I just physically sometimes cannot process it all. Like I would like because I buy electronics a lot. I need to test it all. I know the way I test things is very precise. I don't just test one thing. I test numerous things. And I know, man, I need to test all the stuff now, right? So you're not making money yet. You're happy you bought it for very cheap at the beans, but you didn't make any money yet. You still need to test it, list it, clean it. You need to do all those things by yourself. And that kind of always escapes my mind. Like, man, I need to go work out in the morning, like for 2 hours. I'm gonna come back. Will I be able to like do all this testing, all this cleaning? But I need to ship things also. And so you forget, like I had a bunch of orders on the weekend, and I was like, man, because it was 4th of July, so there were more orders, and on different platforms like Mercari, Poshmark, and then I had to go like do Facebook Marketplace, meet up with people. So all this stuff comes up, and my brain sometimes like I walk and think about it, like man, that's a lot of things. Like, but you happy because it's kind of you're doing it for yourself. You're not, flipping burgers at McDonald's where you're gonna get paid like $10 an hour. And sometimes you see some people doing videos saying, "Oh yeah, that's an easy way of doing things." Correct? Maybe it is an easy way. And some people choose it, depending on the situation, depending on how much money they need. But people in reality don't need that kind of stuff, guys. It always comes down to specifics of what you're trying to accomplish in your life by yourself, or with, if you have family, big family, small family. So, but anyway, guys, so I'm gonna do a couple more videos in upcoming days, all boring, of course. It's gonna be each called boring videos about reselling. So don't miss them, guys. It's very important that you support. Go follow a lot of content creators. Alex Birking Pickers, very good channel. ABC Matt, guys. Go watch ABC Matt's videos, guys. He needs watch hours. Actually, I was backed up, was trying to watch his videos because I always watch his videos, and I was not having time lately at all. Like, my son's birthday is tomorrow, so I need to do things with him. So tomorrow will be kind of a wash. Not gonna do much of most likely anything because we have to go have fun with him. And yeah, guys, so watch ABC Matt's videos. Give him some view hours. He is a good dude. Very kind, very actually polite, not like me. Um, and Alex King Picker, good channel. Well, Justin Results, guys, for sure. Good channel. Josh Galt. I haven't been watching Justin for a year, but Josh Galt is a good dude. When gonna be a pilot, Josh may, do some training here in Cleveland. Maybe he'll pick me up. We'll just fly together with Josh Galton, I guess. Hopefully, we're not gonna crash or anything. So yeah, follow Josh Galt. Silver Hair Stacker, guys. Todd is very good dude. Tom, Queen City Picker is good dude. And people in their chat, people in Silver Hair Stacker and Bearded Picker and Queen City Picker lives are very good people. I highly recommend, guys, listening. I mean, watching the lives, guys, very important because I said it before. A lot of experience. Those people have more experience in life and reselling than most big content creators. I can tell you that. This is like mafia. That's like old school gang of resellers who know what they're doing. Unfortunately, they all don't have channels, but some bigger channels don't have so, you know, advice and experience than those guys in their life. I think that's one of the best. Those are the best lives, and Jenna flipping in easy, of course. And always forget who else is left. Primo Kimo is a good dude, actually. Kind. Primo Kimo with his wife by his side. Spam Benchy. They're good people. This is a good combination also. Good husband-wife team. Very unusual. Jan and Jenna is also very good. You know, it's very unusual, guys. That's why the husband-wife teams on lives, guys. It's so unusual when it happens, but props to them. Who else? Who else am I forgetting, guys, to give shout out to before I end my life? Amber Resells has a great channel, guys, by the way. Amber has done a tremendous job, very educational, right on point all the time. Who else? Let me see. Who else I like to watch? Ink Picker I like to watch, but she hasn't done videos. Alicia. Who else? Oh, Gramson Puffs Vintage is very good. Also husband-wife team. Very like complete each other in a lot of ways, which is also unusual. Sorry, Corey and Teresa, that I brought you up. You can of course be, angry and come over to Cleveland always, stop by if you're angry, express your anger to me. I mentioned you. Yes, who am I? Oh, and of course Hunt and Flip guys with Peter, my Polish friend Peter. Peter will call me my Uzbek friend Roman. Peter was like, Roman is not from Russia, so he was from Uzbekistan, so I cannot call him Russian friend, even though he speaks Russian. I can only call him Uzbek friend because he's from Uzbekistan. Think about it, guys, so you're not mixed up with countries. World Cup, unfortunately, United States lost, but Belgium is a good team. Belgium is ranked 9th in the world. I was surprised the United States was ranked 17th, so that's very good for United States to be ranked that high now in the World Cup. What is it? Man, I forget. Rankings. It's very good. And who else am I forgetting, guys? Reseller Information Network is good. Go watch them. They're very educational. It's also haven't been watching like a lot of lives, guys, at all. I actually was just popped into Jenna's lives this Friday to send them super chat and congratulate them on their accomplishments. But haven't been watching, guys. So yeah, go support those people. They work hard every day, And I would say, guys, keep making everything work. Doesn't matter how. Just keep making it work. Use your own brain. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you in the world of resale. Wow, it's a long life.